More on that breaking news we just told you about. Ukraine's foreign minister is warning of radiation leaks after the Russian-occupied Chernobyl nuclear power plant lost power. He's urging the international community to call on Russia to cease fire so repairs can be made. At the same time, a humanitarian crisis is growing in the city of Mariupol as hundreds of thousands of civilians have been trapped inside the city without heat, water, and electricity for more than a week now. However, there are new efforts to rescue civilians in that city and others as Russia and Ukraine agreed to ceasefires that would open 6 humanitarian corridors. We'll be watching that.
And we actually asked you all to stay a little bit longer because speaking of this humanitarian crisis, you do believe there should be no-fly zones over Ukraine.
In certain areas
for either humanitarian relief or just so the United States and NATO is not constantly responding to the latest move of Putin.
So I would like to see us being more creative. I mean, we sort of say no-fly zone because that's what we did in Iraq. I would like us to be thinking harder about what we can do to put the Russians on the back foot. Should there be limited no-fly zones over humanitarian corridors? Should they be in Western Ukraine? Should we be, as I said at the beginning of the show, should we be doing exercises in the Baltic now? What are we doing to discomfit and make the Russians worry rather than us always worrying about what they're going to do? What's our long-term strategy here? I don't quite see that yet.
Jeffrey, I'm worried about the person that talks about nuclear obliteration every day. Am I perhaps a bit too squeamish?
No, I mean, Ann is right that there are probably many things that we could do.
Right.
But the #1 American goal in this conflict is to avoid a nuclear escalatory cycle that brings Russia and the United States, the 2 largest nuclear powers, into direct confrontation.
Right.
The #2 goal is to spread democracy and freedom and help the Ukrainians as much as possible. But let's just be very, very aware that, you know, there's a line that we just can't cross. That's why countries have nuclear weapons.
Right. So, Ann, how do you respond to that? Do you see Putin as a continuation of Soviet leaders, that they'll use nuclear blackmail to get their way, and perhaps we shouldn't be quite as obsessed on every utterance Putin and Lavrov make? So
Putin sees himself as a successor to Soviet leaders. He's used Soviet tactics. He talks about, he works along the same lines. And so, yes, I think he is doing, much of what he's doing is blackmail.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.